Graham Selvin is PR manager of Xbox, joining us for more. Morning, Graham.
Morning.
I don't even know what questions to ask. I mean, I know what these things are, but the differences between them, how they work, and they change so quickly. There are advances, so the market is always on the lookout, rather like cell phones. Every 6 months there's a new technology.
That's what I love about the industry. You're always pushing the boundaries. Games are becoming more realistic. And now it's not even just about games. You can exercise with your console. So it's a console for everybody. You can also watch live TV through it, which is great. The console actually has an HDMI in and out, so you can tether your decoder into it. If you have any other media players, you can plug it straight in. You can control it with your voice. It's going to be a very exciting time for us.
All that I understand. How do you exercise with it?
Okay, so what happens, we've got a device in there called a Kinect. So on our current Xbox 360 unit, we have the first generation Kinect. But the new generation Kinect is so sensitive that it can read your heart rate through the blood moving around in your face. So now if you just think about how much power that's and the possibilities that we can have from that. So what it'll do is it'll track your body in 3D space. So it'll map points to your body. So every joint on your body that you use, it'll be able to track. So if you do exercising routines, it'll actually be able to tell if you're doing your push-ups properly, your sit-ups properly, your jumping jacks. So it'll monitor every movement in your body. Now that also transitions over to games. If a guy's playing with a game controller, he can use a hybrid technology, so he'll play with his hands, he'll use his voice and his body to play. So it's getting involved. You're getting literally totally immersed into your games.
It's almost like you're going into another reality now.
Definitely, yeah. And some of the games, they craft amazing stories. Some of these games span over 200 hours. You get invested in your character. It's a proper adventure. It's like, when you watch TV, you get a bit like couch potato-ish, but in games you get involved, you're solving puzzles, and it's a truly, you go on epic adventures.
Is it the time where we have a health warning saying you better be careful, you don't get too hooked on this because you won't...
you've got to go outside.
There are
still.
addicts, aren't there?
Definitely, we have them. You also, you have to go outside. It's not great to play for hours and hours on end.
Let's look at the products and how should people be thinking? I would think a lot of people are looking at Christmas presents for these. So how should they be thinking about price and what's available?
Okay, well currently in South Africa we don't form part of the launch territory. So we offering now is the Xbox 360, which is great for lower LSM consumers, so it's more affordable.
What sort of price are you talking about?
So you can get an Xbox 360 install from anywhere from $2,000 to $3,500. We've got great bundle specials. You can get games with the device. And the great thing about it is the console has been there for quite a while. So there's a massive library of games for people to play. And we also got the exercise games with Kinect. So it caters for more than just your hardcore gamer. Moms and dads and young kids can get involved too.
2,000 to 3,000, that's quite high LSM, I would think, for one single Christmas present.
Guys love it though. I mean, and the parents are, they love their kids, buy them a console.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
What sort of growth are we seeing in this market?
It's massive. If you look at the gaming industry in South Africa, you look at an event like Rage, which we have in Johannesburg once a year. It's a gaming expo. They grew about something like 33% from last year, and every year that number is getting bigger. The Dome is actually struggling to cope under the amount of people that come through the doors. Last year we actually had to shut the doors twice on the Saturday. So, and if you go back 3 years before that, and that never happened. And gaming is, when I was younger, gaming was if you played games, you were a bit of an outcast. It wasn't socially acceptable. Whereas now, everyone's playing games.
You're an outcast if you're not playing them.
Yes, pretty much.
I'm an outcast. I still read books,